people, how you doing? David Taub here, co-creator of nextlevelguitar.com. Hope all is going well, and I hope your guitar journeys are going famously. And today I have a cool lesson for lead guitar on how to bring some different sounds into your playing and improvisation and jamming. And I recently did another lesson on a jam track, funky kind of rock jam track, where we explored using the Dorian mode. Now, if you didn't get to see that lesson, I'll put a link to that in the YouTube description box below, because we're kind of going to expand on that. And we're using a jam track today in the key of G minor. This is the same track that we used in the previous lesson, and I'll tell you how you can get that jam track later for free, but it's a G minor 9 chord to a C9 chord. Just a simple 2-chord change, kind of a funky rock kind of vibe like you heard in the intro. And we're soloing over that using G minor pentatonic and blues over all the chords, and we're also using the G Dorian mode. G Dorian, same as F major. Let me show you a couple of shapes that we were using. Of course, you probably know your G minor pentatonic and blues scale, right? We were using that one, and you could use the expanded minor pentatonic and blues scale in the key of G. So now the Dorian mode, we're going to add 2 notes basically to minor pentatonic. And the Dorian will look like this. G, A. We're adding the second. And then of course you have your B flat. C, D. We're adding the E note. We're adding that 6th. And F. Now, if I play that scale all the way up and down, you could use this shape. So remember, if we start on the D string, on the 2nd fret, this Dorian looks like this. If we continue that, you get this. Right? There's another Dorian shape that you can put into your arsenal. Right? There's my G note. Okay, so that's awesome. And if you want to practice that, try connecting both of those together. You know, descending down the other one, and maybe ascending up this one, so you get something like this. Right? And just practice that down and up until you could really see those connections, right? And hey, get this jam track so you have some application to practice over, right? It's great musical application. Jam tracks are an invaluable tool for the practicing guitarist. I'm going to give you this one and 5 other ones, 6 jam tracks for free. Click on the link in the YouTube description box below, and I'll send them to you for free. 6 jam tracks plus 2 ebooks. One is my jam track coach, where I go over the jam tracks one at a time, all 6 of them, and suggest things to play and stuff to try, sound a little different, and, you know, go over the chords and how to figure out what to play over what and why it works. And then I also have another ebook where I diagram out all the scales, so you see all the scales I'm talking about. If you're not sure of them, just flip it to the ebook and you got them. 6 jam tracks, 2 ebooks for free. How about we do like a kind of faster legato style lick? And this works really well, especially over the C chord, the C9 chord. It sounds really good. What I was doing there, I did a lick like this. Going right down the Dorian, right? I'm ending on my G note, but I'm doing it in legato, a series of fast hammer and pull-ons. So all I'm doing is, if you put your 3 fingers, first finger on 5th, second finger on 6th, third finger on 8, and you pick once, pull, pull, hammer, hammer. Get that first. And then 2 more pulls. Pick, pull, pull, hammer, hammer, pull, pull. Right? And you can do the same thing on the B string. It's the same. right? And then when you connect them, I'm just picking that first note, right? And then what we have to do is we have to kind of get down here and do the same thing using our first, second, and fourth fingers on the G string, on the second, third, and fifth frets, and on the D string, second, third, and fifth fret. And we want to end on the G note, fifth fret on the D string. So what we have to do to connect those two parts is, what I do is I grab 7th fret to 5th fret with a pull-off, slide to 3rd, and slide to 2nd. Then I start with the legato on that string. And I end at 3rd to 5th fret. With some vibrato. So you mess with it. And you don't even have to do it like verbatim like I'm doing it, but throw that in there. And any little variation, or sometimes I'll just play it and stop. And just these little flashes of these fast kind of legato licks sound really cool. And I throw them in a lot, and you could do that with other scales too. It works really nice, 3 notes per string. And especially if you have the same fingering on adjacent strings like we do here, man, that's just a hotbed of cool licks. I get a lot of questions on gear, so I like to go over what I'm using in each particular video. When I'm teaching video by video, I tend to keep things really simple. I'm playing a USA-made Paul Reed Smith 513 guitar. I'm playing out of the back 2 pickups I believe I did for most of the intro. And plugged straight into the front of a PRS Archon 25 watt 112 combo amp. I'm playing through the lead channel, and in the effects loop, as far as effects, all I have is a Keeley Caverns pedal. That's it. And that pedal I have a little delay and a little reverb. And that's it. I keep it real simple, and that's the sound. So that's something that you could use throughout your playing in any scale, but it really works nice in these half steps. So if you haven't used this Dorian mode, really exploit those half steps. All I was doing there was bending each time I was at a half step. Right? Right here, right there. And you could get some really cool melodic sounds out of that. So there's really cool licks, lick devices, and a little bit about the Dorian mode. And remember, if you want to learn more about the Dorian mode, be sure to get my ebook, because click on that link below, because I go over not just the scales in depth, but I also go over the modes and modal playing and the theory behind it. And it's really, I really go in deep explanation and draw those modes out. Remember too to subscribe to the channel. I can't say thank you enough. That really helps us. It helps us to keep the content coming. And click the like button, give us a thumbs up, put a comment below. I'm David Taub from nextlevelguitar.com. Really appreciate your support over the years. If you got a second, go to our full-on video instructional website, nextlevelguitar.com. We have over 2,000 lessons, all styles of music, all genres, big, huge lead guitar section with tons of stuff in there on this kind of stuff, rock and blues, lead and jamming and improvisation. And in the advanced section, we have tons of lessons on modal playing. It's a very comprehensive website, and there's a 3-day free pass on the homepage, so you can check it out, see how you like it, right? Give the site a good test drive. Keep putting those guitars in your hands every day. Stay tuned, got lots more great stuff coming, more great content, more great lessons. And remember, your playing is an evolution. Rock on.